Monster Jam is an experience like no other. A phenomenon that is trending across the world. Born from raw power. Driven by fearless competitors. Strength is measured in horsepower. And emotions that are pushed to their edge. But the true force, the spark that ignites it all, is you, the fans.
You are the roar that pushes us to drive harder.
And go higher.
We need your energy.
So get up. Get loud.
Every clap.
Every cheer.
This is your house.
This is your moment.
We can feel it.
We can hear you.
Providence, are you ready? I said, are you ready?
Providence.
Are you ready for Monster Jam?
Providence, this is Monster Jam!
Fans, our first competition of the day is JCB Racing. All of our drivers have been seeded based on their results from yesterday's competition. They're about to go head-to-head for the fastest lap. The 4 drivers to do so will advance to our semifinal round. Providence, we're setting the tone for the rest of the day. I need to hear you get loud. Who's ready for JCB Racing?
Get those bullhorns up and make some noise for MJ Solario, El Toro Loco! Pretty fly for a Monster Jam guy coming out of Buffalo, New York. It's Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy! The first race of the event. The first 8 points of the event on the line. These two have met once this season. El Toro Loco would take the win. They're staged. Let's go. Your winner is El Toro Loco. You want to talk about a precise turn. El Toro Loco basically rubbing that last turn pole. Didn't move it, didn't bump it, no DQ. You got to be clean if you want to win the JCB Racing competition. Up next, the best race record on this series. It's Cody Saucier, Dragon. Big competition, though, in the other lane. Your series leader, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. In JCB Racing, these two have met 5 times, and Dragon has the better race record. 4 wins to Terminal Velocity's 1 win. And this race right here is going to set the tone for the rest of the JCB race bracket. Watch the super glue glued to the action replay. John Zimmer on 3 wheels there for a second. Your winner is Terminal Velocity. It's a Sparkle Smash Kingdom, and we are all fabulous in it. Make some noise for Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash! Big competition with the veteran, 21 years in the sport. It's John Zimmer Sr., Megalodon. So if you notice the lights at each end, there's one yellow light. When the second yellow light pops up, that means that truck is staged. So here we go. We were riding on board there with Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash. Watching the super glue glued to the action replay. Your winner is Megalodon. So our semifinal round race bracket for JCB Racing is set. El Toro Loco versus Terminal Velocity, and we'll have Megalodon versus Crazy Train.
Fans, the stage is set. It's time for our semifinal round. 4 drivers remain. We've got to narrow it down to 2. Only one can go home with the first 8 points of the day. I got to see if you're still with me, Providence. Who's ready for some more JCB Racing?
This is a big race right here. El Toro Loco second in the points, Terminal Velocity in first. They've met 2 times in JCB Racing this year. Terminal Velocity would go to win both of those races. If MJ Solario and El Toro Loco wants to catch up, he needs a win big right now. Your winner is Terminal Velocity. Watching El Toro Loco super glue to the action replay. That bull bit into the dirt. Looked like might have gotten caught in a rut there too. But a great save to keep it on all four BKT tires, but ultimately handing the win to Terminal Velocity. Terminal Velocity moves on to the final round after beating El Toro Loco and Dragon. Here's the last race in our semi-final round that will put that final round together. Making his first appearance in JCB Racing, it's Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. And in the far side, we've got John Zimmer in Megalodon, who has won 2 out of 3 races since these guys have met this season. Crazy Train is staged. Megalodon is staged. Who's going to the final? Your winner is Megalodon. The reason Megalodon is the winner is because Crazy Train hit the turn pole in that final turn, moving it outside of its space. So Crazy Train gets the DQ. Megalodon moves to the final round. Our final round race will be father versus son.
We've got a father-son head-to-head. Fans, if you're ready for the finals, let me hear you make some noise!
In his 21st season of Monster Jam, from Howell, Michigan, the captain of Ascendant Motorsports, it's John Zimmer Sr., Megalodon. And in the other lane, his son, but also the leader of this series right now from Howell, Michigan, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Father-son matchup. Who thinks dad's gonna win this race? Who thinks the son is gonna win this race? We're staged, let's go green! Gonna go to the super glue to the action replay. A close finish there, the final race. Your winner is Terminal Velocity. Great start to the event for John Zimmer Jr., terminal velocity, the first 8 points of the event. He's taken 2 of the 3 BKT overall event championships so far this weekend, and right now might be on his way to a third. A real dominating weekend. One more time, let's hear it for terminal velocity. Come on, hurry up.
Fans, I'm standing by with John Zimmer Jr. Congratulations on the win. We couldn't have asked for a better matchup there. Father and son, you took him down. Is it just as fun for you as it is for these fans watching?
Absolutely it is. You know, nobody I would rather race out here on this track than my dad. You know, this track this afternoon has been so tricky. The ruts were gnarly, throwing trucks for crazy loops. El Toro with a gnarly save right here in the corner. That was super sick to watch, man. This whole afternoon's just been so much fun so far, and we got more coming up.
You talk about the conditions of the track. We're heading into two-wheel skills, so how are you going to take that into account?
Well, with the track being so gnarly like that, it's going to make two-wheel skills even crazier. We're going to be able to get the trucks up on the noses, up on the rear tires, maybe up on the sidewall, something crazy, maybe ending some crashes. I know the fans love to see a good crash. So we're just getting started this afternoon, Providence. I want to hear you get louder. Are you ready for more?
Make some noise for John Zimmer Jr., terminal velocity.
John Zimmer Jr. got the crowd roaring and got the first 8 points of the event. So here's our BKT overall event leaderboard, where John Zimmer Jr., terminal velocity, in first with 8 points. Megalodon in second with 7. Tie for third, El Toro Loco and Crazy Train with 4 points. And then we have a tie for fifth with Dragon, Plain Crazy, and Sparkle Smash. At our next competition, the next 8 points will be in the two-wheel skills challenge, where you're going to pick our winner based on your scores at judgeszone.com. So scan the QR code or go to judgeszone.com, put in the code PRO, and get ready to score. And these are some of the tricks we're looking for: stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, moonwalks. Two-wheel skills challenge will be next. It doesn't get better than that. Keep it going for Plain Crazy.
Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. Judgeszone.com. Scoring is now open.
You want to talk about setting the bar high. It doesn't get much higher than when you're flying with Plain Crazy. Montana Robbins laying it down here in our two-wheel skills competition. Your first chance to lock in a score at judgeszone.com. and putting so much pressure on these other drivers to come out and perform. So here we go, scores are in. The score for Playing Crazy is 8.623. Montana Robbins in first. So you see our expert score at a 9, the fan score average at 8.246. So we combine those together and 8.623. Playing Crazy in first. This super glued to the action replay too, so wild. Again, the criteria on the video board, some of the attempts, you might see some of the tricks. And if you need to scan that QR code, it'll take you to judgeszone.com so you can get your score in for our next competitor. Got a belly full of fire. Here comes Cody Saucier in Dragon. Good start for Dragon. Can he one-up himself with attempt number 2?
He's all fired up, fans. Cody Saucier, Dragon. Head to judgeszone.com and place your scores.
Definitely smooth in that second attempt. As we watch the first one, had to really throw it in reverse and move quick because the truck didn't quite get to that 90-degree angle. And then here, set the back tires down just a little too early to try to combo up into a wheelie, which was his second trick. And really just precision and smooth as butter riding it across the pod there. So, all right, scores are in. The score for Dragon is 6.318. 6.318 for Cody Saucier Dragon right now in second place. Montana Robbins Playing Crazy still. Score to beat, 8.623. Monster Jam tracks are built by JCB. Dig deeper, lift higher, and move more with the official heavy equipment partner of Monster Jam, JCB. Up next, Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash. Popper into a moonwalk off the pod. Let's see what Sparkle Smash can do next.
Smash. Scoring is now open.
Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash, you are on board as she unstraps and pops out of the truck. Now we watch that super glue glued to the action replay. She's looking for her first two-wheel skills challenge win this season in her rookie season. Looking like a professional out there, a seasoned veteran, the way she gets that popper moving and then moonwalks off the pod and giving us a little bit of sketch in this second attempt here. Scores are in. The score for Sparkle Smash is 6.535. 6.535. Sparkle Smash right now in second place with 4 competitors to go. Dragon sits in third, playing crazy in first. 8.623, the score to beat. Still room for a bigger score in this competition, and our next 4 competitors are going to bring it. Up next, he's won 4 competitions for this competition this season, and he was your racing winner earlier. Here comes John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Definitely not the norm for terminal velocity. The motor sounded like it was revving a little out of place there too. But John Zimmer Jr., terminal velocity, you would have think he was born in a Monster Jam truck on 2 wheels. The way he can just balance and do some of the most amazing things in that truck. You see our Monster Jam tech official talking to him. It looks like he's unstrapped, so there may be some breakage with that truck.
Fan scoring is now open for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
Watching here on the video board, the super glue glued to the action replay. This is nothing for John Zimmer Jr. Being able to get that truck on those 2 tires, it's like he does it in his sleep, but that was definitely uncharacteristic for him. And you see the tractor coming out here, so that must mean truck issues for terminal velocity, and that also means an opportunity for the other drivers to gain points on our series leader, not just for today's BKT overall event championship, but the series as a whole as we move towards the Monster Jam World Finals. So scores are in for terminal velocity, and that score is 2.747. 2.747. Tough break right there for terminal velocity, but knowing the Ascendant Motorsports team, they'll have that truck in tip-top shape for our final competition, Monster Jam Freestyle, later this afternoon. We also want to remind you of our St. Jude partnership, where you and everyone here together, we can help end childhood cancer by making any donation, $1, $5, $10, every dollar counts. And so far, Terminal Velocity and El Toro Loco have received the majority of the donations for St. Jude and our St. Jude Ambassador of the event. And we even crown a St. Jude Ambassador of the Year. So if you want to help end childhood cancer, if you want to keep families together and happy during a very difficult time in their lives, then please consider scanning that QR code, pick your favorite truck and driver, and make a donation so we can, together with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, end childhood cancer forever. Providence, on the count of three, let's go choo-choo, 1, 2, 3. Here comes Triton Robbins, Crazy Train.
Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. Place your scores now on judgeszone.com.
The train is off the rails, but what a combo package from Triton Robbins' Crazy Train. A little too much momentum right there. And then it's a no-wheel skills challenge right there to try to get it back to settle down, but he just had too much momentum, and that was a lot of fun to watch. Might not be so much fun having to put some of that fiberglass back together, but the way you all roared, that probably just made Triton Robbins' afternoon. All right, scores are in. Is it enough to take the lead from his brother? The score for Crazy Train is 7.982. Second place right now. The Robbins brothers are in the lead in our two-wheel skills challenge. Plain Crazy still in first, 8.632. Crazy Train in second. Sparkle Smash in third.
Monster Jam fans, I'm standing by with my new friend, a super fan, Billy. Now, Billy, you were telling me a little bit ago, you should see my basement. Why is that?
I just got so much Monster Jam stuff, like it's pretty much all.
He's got everything. Well, we're going to give you a chance to win a little bit more. His favorite driver of all time is Tom Meents, but he's retired. So today, Billy is cheering for MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco. We're going to put you head-to-head against MJ right now. You're going to have 15 seconds to name as many animals as you can. We'll then see how MJ did. Are you ready, Billy? On your mark, get set, go.
Rhinoceros, cat, dog, pig, cow, llama, sheep, shark, fish, dino.
All right, looks like he's got 10. Let's see if it's enough to beat MJ. Oh, Billy, he beat you by 1, but we know MJ is just good at everything he does, right? That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and send you home with a Megalodon anyway. You can add that to your collection in your basement. Fans, make some noise for Billy.
Let's get back to the action. Two-wheel skills and put those bullhorns up for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. Gotta love that onboard shot. He's looking for the hype, Providence. You gotta make some noise. Perfect balance and a shimmy in there too. El Toro Loco coming for the top spot right now.
MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco, scoring is now open.
MJ Solorio with 5 competition wins in our two-wheel skills challenge this season. He's taken a few of them this weekend as well. He's getting unstrapped, taking the helmet off. Let's hear it for El Toro Loco. Again, an 8.623, the score to beat. So there is plenty of room for an opportunity, a new leader here. The question is, are your scores going to put El Toro Loco into the top spot? Here we go. Score to beat, plain crazy, 8.623. The score for El Toro Loco is... 8.855. Your new leader, El Toro Loco. A new leader and one competitor left. This could be big for El Toro Loco. With terminal velocity right now being in the last spot of this competition, there are points available and a series on the line and an invite to Monster Jam World Finals, Salt Lake City, Utah, July 2nd through the 4th with the Utah Sports Commission. Get those jaws out and make some noise. Our final competitor, John Zimmer Sr., Megalodon.
John Zimmer, Megalodon, scoring is now open.
Almost had it, but only at Monster Jam will you see a giant Megalodon breakdance spinning around on the lid there. Wow, that was so action-packed, and right there it got sketchy, and I thought he was going to save it right there, kind of stalled, kept going, and then there you go, the spin around right there. He could be going for breakdancing in the Olympics maybe at the next Summer Games. But the super glue glued to the action replay, a real wow moment with Megalodon only at Monster Jam. Awesome stuff. And if you got some pictures or you got the video of that, you need to hashtag Monster Jam, tag at Monster Jam. Let's show the world the wildest Monster Jam this weekend is Sunday in Providence at the Amp. All right, scores are in. The score for Megalodon is 7.431. That means with an 8.855, your winner is El Toro Loco. He has swept the entire weekend in two-wheel skills and continues to add numbers. That is his 6th two-wheel skills challenge win this season. And he gets those 8 points. A very crucial 8 points for the BKT Overall Event Championship and the hopeful invite to Monster Jam World Finals. Come on, Providence, keep it going. Make some noise for El Toro Loco.
Fans, I'm standing by with MJ Solorio of El Toro Loco. MJ, we had a stoppie into a moonwalk across this entire pod there. Talk about the kind of control it takes to pull something like that off.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult to balance a 12,000-pound bull on its front 2 tires. That last move, that's not at all what I was going for. I had just so much momentum coming off the top of the pod. I said, why not walk it across? I was probably hoping to crunch the hood, but it didn't happen. She still looks pretty. We got Freestyle for that. That's later. But honestly, pretty amazing to sweep the weekend in the two-wheel skills competition with all the competitors we have here. But in all honesty, I was talking to Montana Robbins in the back for playing crazy. That guy right there deserves that win. His first 2 attempts were absolutely insane. I personally, as a competitor, don't think I should have taken this win. So, Montana, buddy, I'm taking the points, but in the books, that win should go to you. Providence, what y'all think? Y'all having fun so far?
MJ, you mentioned it, but we're turning gears now to freestyle. How are you going to keep the win alive?
You know what? I just got to strap in a little tighter and fly a little higher. We came out with that win, so I've got that momentum working for me. So we're going to try and touch the scoreboard and live up to the names inside of my truck. A toda mi gente, eso fue por ustedes. Te dije, yo soy el único latino aquí este fin de semana. Atrás volante del Toro Loco. Todo lo que hago es para ustedes. Providence, hang on tight. It's get a whole lot crazier. We're coming out of them bucket chutes hot. Y'all just stay ready.
Fans, give it up for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco.
Welcome back to Monster Jam. We got a packed crowd tonight, or this afternoon, so we're going to need to take the energy to the next level. So please welcome the superstars of Monster Jam Freestyle Motocross.
Providence, it may be halftime, but you need to get to your seats right now because you do not want to miss this. Let's give a nice loud welcome to all of our freestyle motocross riders. Fans, these riders are ready to perform some crazy stunts for you, but they're going to need you to get nice and loud. Let's test it out right now on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. You hear them revving up. They hear you, Providence. They want you to get loud. So far, so good, but I think we can get louder. Come on. Make some noise. Oh, making it look effortless. Fans, do you like what you see? They feed off of your energy, Providence. Quite a whip there. What did you think, fans? Oh, over the handlebars. Kids, don't try that one at home. On the count of 3, I want to hear you. 1, 2, 3. I think they got a couple more tricks left in them. Providence, get loud. Fans, we're not done yet. Make some noise. Oh my goodness, fans. If you like what you saw, I need to hear you get loud. We're not done yet, fans. Up next is our FMX Best Trick competition. Each one of our riders is going to have one attempt at their best trick, going from one side of the arena to the other. They're going to need you to get nice and loud, but they also want you to get those phones out. Make sure you've got judgeszone.com ready to place your scores. Fans, are you ready for more? Oh, come on. We can do better than that, Providence. I said, are you ready for some more?
That's that packed house energy right there. And these guys seriously have had the best crowds here all weekend. So you've got a competition yourself. You need to fuel this next portion of this event. So every time you see one of these riders on the runway and they start flying through the sky, let's get as loud as we just did. And up first from Worcester, Mass, it's Brendan Reardon. He's rocking the Honda 450. His favorite superhero is Captain Insano, and he has been doing some insane stuff all weekend. And this is where it counts. Best Trick competition starts right now. Providence, make some noise!
Fans, place those scores now for Brandon Reardon on JudgesZone.com.
Great extension, great execution, hanging on by his ankles to the handlebars. A cliffhanger for our first trick. Brendan Reardon bringing it. And now we wait to see where your scores lock him in. They're in, and the score for Brendan Reardon is 7.757. 7.757 to kick off our Best Trick competition. Now up next from Haverhill, Massachusetts, it's Kenny Haskell. He's rocking the YZ250, a dad of two boys. When he's not running around the world, flying through the air with his buds, he's with his boys at home and prefers flying kites to kind of give that balance to life. The insane energy that comes with freestyle motocross, but the gentle breeze that comes with flying a kite. You got to find that balance in life. And right now, he's got to find some big scores. So he needs to bust out a big trip. He's on the runway. Let's go, make some noise.
I've never seen a kite fly like that. Fans, scoring is now open for Kenny Haskell.
3 of our 4 riders coming out of Massachusetts, 1 from North Carolina. The best of the best from the East Coast is in the house right now. That score to beat Brendan Reardon, 7.757. Will Kenny Haskell get big score with the flip? The scores are in. We're about to find out. Score for Kenny Haskell is 8.483. Your new leader, Kenny Haskell. Now from Templeton, Massachusetts on a Honda 450. Let's hear it for Seth Beaton. Seth has been riding with Monster Jam for the last 10 years. And on our first night here in Providence, took the Best Trick win. So he knows what he's got to do. And right now he's got to beat the score of an 8.483. All right, Providence, you know what to do. Time to bring the noise.
Incredible, fans. Scoring is now open for Seth Beaton.
So how do you make a backflip even cooler? You throw some combos in there. So backflip with the Indian air, tossing his legs off the bike, sets it back down. I wish it were that easy to do. They make it look so simple and effortless. These guys are on it. The scores are in. The score for Seth Beaton is 9.231. Your new leader, Seth Beaton. Now time for our final competitor out of Asheville, North Carolina. Let's hear it for Josh Hedford. Rocking a Kawasaki 450. And if you think this is extreme, this man chases bears in the mountains for fun, in flip-flops and jorts. And that is not a lie. And here we go.
Josh Hedford, fans, scoring is now open.
Another backflip combo move. Throwing both feet off to the left side of the bike. Looked like he was taking his seat in the air there. And then a nice little flare right here with the nose wheelie to set it back down. So now, the score to beat Seth beaten, 9.231. The score for Josh Hedford is 9.311. That means your winner, Josh Hedford.
Providence, we may have our best trick winner, but we're not done yet. It's time for our grand finale. Each of our FMX riders are going to go one after another in a train formation, flying high for all of you. So you got to get nice and loud, Providence. They're heading back into the tunnel, making their way out for our grand finale. But Providence, like we said, the higher they go, you got to get loud. What did you think of that, fans? You ready for some more? They've got their hands in the air. They need to hear you. Just like our monster truck drivers, these fans provide the fuel for our riders down here in the pits. Let me hear you make some noise! We're not done yet, Providence. I think we got one more in us, right? Let's do this, Providence! All right, as we're coming out for another train formation, fans, we need to blow the roof off this place. Let me hear you make some noise! Providence, what did you think? Give it up for our freestyle motocross riders. One more time, Brandon Reardon, Kenny Haskell, Seth Beaton, and Josh Hedford. Fans, I'm down here with Josh Hedford, your second win of the weekend. When you come out here, is it competitive for you guys, or are you purely just having fun?
Yeah, we were just having fun, and I hadn't really done that trick in like a few weeks. So, yeah, I saw these guys over here, and I had to look at them upside down on a switchblade flip, so that was fun.
These bikes are loud, but I think these fans were a little bit louder. How does that feel, you guys, when you're out here?
Honestly, like, it was really hard to hear my bike, so I wasn't really sure if I was going to make it to the landing or not. But, yeah, you guys are awesome. Are you guys having fun?
Providence, make some noise for Josh Hedford, your FMX Best Trick winner.
Taking a look at our BKT overall event leaderboard, one competition remains, and that is Monster Jam Freestyle. And we have quite a leaderboard right now. Tie for first with 12 points, El Toro Loco and Megalodon. And right behind them, a tie for third with Crazy Train and Terminal Velocity. Plain Crazy still in the mix in fifth place with 9 points. Sparkle Smash sits in sixth, and Dragon is in seventh. Again, Monster Jam Freestyle is next, and this is what we're looking for here. I want to point out that each driver needs to complete at least 15 seconds for a score. And when it comes to freestyle, we're looking for use of all ramps, creativity, technical moves, combinations, and that wow factor. So get your phones ready to score and get those cameras ready for the final competition of the weekend in Providence.
crazy now! Come on, Monster Jam fans! We've reached the pinnacle of today's competition. Providence, who's ready for Monster Jam Freestyle? Providence, Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash scoring is now open.
That's that wow moment only at Monster Jam. Logan Ashline is pumped. Keep it going for Sparkle Smash. She didn't like that fiberglass anyway. What a run. Action-packed, big air, and quite possibly one of her best freestyles to date. And ending with that wow moment too. Here we go. Scores are in. The score for Sparkle Smash is... .514, your leader, Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash. Logan has one freestyle win, competition win in her very early Monster Jam career. But right now, she's sitting pretty on top. Six competitors remain, final 8 points on the line. The BKT Overall Event Championship hanging in the balance for some of these drivers. And for all of them, winning could mean that invite to Monster Jam World Finals. This is your captain speaking. We are about to reach extreme turbulence. Here comes Montana Robbins, Plane Crazy.
for Montana Robbins, Playing Crazy.
You know, generally, if you're flying in an airplane, there would be some concern if the wings fall off. But not when Montana Robbins is flying around in Playing Crazy. I also love seeing the Sparkle Smash confetti bomb all over the place still. But Montana Robbins coming out of Buffalo, New York, and grew up watching his dad compete in this building in Monster Jam. And so here we go. Scores are in. The score for Playing Crazy is 7.681. 7.681. Montana Robbins sits in second place right now. 5 competitors remain. And not only are we looking to crown our BKT overall event champion as Sparkle Smash sits in the lead, we're also time to crown our St. Jude ambassador of the event. Based on your donations, we're going to look right now to see who our winner is. Your winner is Montana Robbins, Playing Crazy, your St. Jude ambassador of the event. Thank you so much for all of your donations. I know St. Jude appreciates it, but more importantly, the families who utilize St. Jude, thank you for your support with every dollar. There's always time to make a donation. You can visit stjude.org, or if that QR code pops back up, scan it again and make that donation. But congratulations to Montana Robbins and Playing Crazy. Time for the Dragon to fly. Let's hear it for Cody Saucier, Dragon! He's lining up for the Morgan and Morgan backflip ramp.
Fans, Cody Saucier, Dragon. Scoring is now open.
Brushing his dirt off his shoulders for the people. Cody Saucier, Dragon, ignites the amp. The crowd responds so awesome. And some breakage after the backflip. That's why 11 seconds left on the clock. But an awesome freestyle. The question, will it take the top spot? All right, scores are in. Score to beat, Sparkle Smash, 8.514. The score for Dragon is 8.943. Your new leader, Cody Saucier, Dragon. Dragon in the lead now in freestyle, hoping for the final 8 points of the event. that BKT Overall Event Championship on the line. And BKT is the official tire of Monster Jam. BKT, a one-stop shop for all your off-highway tire solutions with amazing quality and value. Check out the wide selection of BKT tires ranging from ATV to agricultural and giant earth mover tires online at bkt-tires.com. After two-wheel skills, this man is going to come out hot. Get ready for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
John Zimmer Jr. Terminal Velocity scoring is now open.
Going for the bicycle at the end, almost saving it, a sidewall save. But the truck stopping at the end there and then laying over on its side. But coming out of the gate, big air and bringing the wow moments too. Right into a combo there after the big air on those front two tires. Just balancing, dancing around a little bit. Non-stop action from John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. The scores for Terminal Velocity are in, and the score is 8.421. 8.421, third place right now for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. So Dragon holds on to the top spot, score to beat 8.943. Sparkle Smash in second. Terminal Velocity now third. Plain Crazy in fourth, and 3 competitors remain.
Monster Jam fans, I'm standing by with a very special birthday boy who's turning 4 today, Mari. Mari, we're going to play Name That Truck, okay? Let's take a look at the big screen and see who we've got. All right, the dirt is moving. It's going to slowly uncover our truck, and fans, you can help Mari out. We want to make sure he goes home a winner on his birthday. What do you think, Mari? Do you know yet?
Toro Loco.
Who is it?
Toro Loco.
Toro Loco. He's right. Congratulations, Mari. We're going to send you home with this Megalodon toy. Fans, make some noise for Mari. And on the count of 3, let's say happy birthday. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday.
We are on the road to Monster Jam World Finals, July 2nd through the 4th, Salt Lake City, Utah, with the Utah Sports Commission commemorating 250 years of America, but crowning those World Finals champions and big fireworks. It is the biggest event of the year, and it's returning to Salt Lake City. Celebrate July 4th weekend with stars, stripes, stunts, and unbelievable family fun moments. Plus, enjoy a spectacular 4th of July fireworks display. Tickets on sale now. Monster Jam World Finals. Big time family fun brought to you by the Utah Sports Commission. And if you're loving this action, you're going to love Ringling Brothers. Barnum and Bailey, the circus is back, and you're invited to meet the most next-level family fun party on the planet. Become a Ringling Insider for early access to tickets, and get your tickets when Ringling comes to town in May. Also want to remind you, too, this event has been action-packed, and I know a lot of you got some good pictures, videos, wow moments of the action. So make sure to hashtag Monster Jam or tag us at Monster Jam. Tag your favorite drivers, too. Give them a follow so you can keep up with the action and your favorite superstars. He's seeing red. He's hungry for the BKT Overall Event Championship. He wants you to make some noise. You're on board with MJ Solario, El Toro Loco.
MJ Solario, El Toro Loco, scoring is now open.
A wild ride on the Crazy Bull. MJ Solario, El Toro Loco, giving it everything he had, including crazy, huge air. And right here, just stuffing the right front tire into the pod. And then continues the carnage with El Toro Loco. Big momentum, big freestyle and moments. But is it big enough for the win in our final competition? Score to beat. Dragon 8.943. The score for El Toro Loco is 8.486. 8.486 right now. El Toro Loco sits in third place. So Dragon holds on to the lead with an 8.9, Sparkle Smash second, Toro third, Terminal Velocity in fourth, and Plain Crazy fifth. Two big competitors left in Monster Jam Freestyle. Also send your security guy to come get the trophy. Monster Jam fans, do you like cool machines and submarines? General Dynamics Electric Boat is hiring for all entry-level and skilled trades, including machinists, welders, pipe fitters, and general laborers. While you're here today, make sure to stop by the Electric Boat booth to win some great prizes. Visit ebcareers.com for more information and come join the tradition. All right, it's time to get back to the action. Who's ready for more freestyle? Last chance to catch the train. It's Triton Robbins, Crazy Train.
Triton Robbins, Crazy Train, scoring is now open.
That train was all over the tracks in that one, in that freestyle. Watching the super glue glued to the action replay. Triton Robbins, the Robbins brothers coming from Buffalo, New York. A train ride away. And it'd be a lot more fun if you were in the Crazy Train whenever you're traveling. But he's out of the truck. He can hear you right now. One more time, Providence. Make some noise for Crazy Train. Good freestyle, but is it enough for the lead? Scores are in. The score for Crazy Train is 8.18. 8.18. Good enough right now for 5th place with one competitor remaining in Monster Jam Freestyle. Dragon holding the lead right now at 8.943, the score to beat. Sparkle Smash in 2nd, El Toro Loco in 3rd. Our final competitor has been at this for 21 years. He's watched the game change, and he's adapted. And this season, he's looking for his first freestyle competition win. The jaws are out. It's time for John Zimmer, Megalodon.
John Zimmer, Megalodon, scoring is now open.
Tough break for John Zimmer Sr. Megalodon front sway bar coming apart there, so that ends his run early. But you have the opportunity to score this final freestyle, and it will have a huge impact on who our BKT overall event champion is going to be. It was a tight competition coming into it. So here it is, the super cool glue to the action replay. Big start, big air into a combo. And then as he's bouncing around and sending that truck, you heard the pop, and that was the end of the run. So the scores are in. The score for Megalodon at 7.484, 7.484. That means your freestyle winner is Cody Saucier, Dragon. Dragon gets the last 8 points. Now it's time to crown our BKT overall event champion. And that person is MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. So 4 points in racing, the win in two-wheel skills. He swept the entire weekend in two-wheel skills. And a great score in freestyle too, being as consistent as possible. MJ Solario walks away with 18 points and gains 3 points on series leader John Zimmer Jr. Terminal velocity.
Fans, I'm standing by with your BKT overall event champion, MJ Solario of El Toro Loco. MJ, you fought so hard for this weekend. So happy to have you up here on the pod again to give you this trophy. You've been fighting. How are you feeling about how you did out there today?
You know, I feel absolutely amazing about how today came out. Didn't do the best in racing, but hey, we swept the entire weekend in two-wheel skills and came out and flied high in freestyle. I told y'all I was going to strap it a little tighter just so I could fly that bull into the air. My crew chief, Brian, right here, he was telling me just to break that truck in half because all it's got to do is get shoved into a trailer here tonight. But I want us to give a shout-out to my girl Logan Ashline out here. This is her first season in Monster Jam, and she's throwing down some amazing freestyle runs. She took out some of the top competitors here tonight. So shout out to you, Logan. Providence, you guys have been amazing. This is my second year here, and I sure hope I get to come back. A toda mi gente, eso fue para ustedes. Todo lo que hago es para ustedes. Ese trofeo es para ustedes. Get home safe, and we'll see you next time.
Make some noise for MJ Solario, El Toro Loco.